Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Today I thought I'd share a story with you. Now this is about a jungle animal, but it's also a story that helps us think about our rules in pre-prep. Now we haven't talked about this for a little bit, so who can remember our 3 rules in pre-prep? We have a little look and see if it reminds you. Now our first rule is that we have kind words, which means that we say kind things to our friends and the grown-ups. We also have kind hands, which means that we don't do any hitting or any snatching, okay? And the last one is to have kind hearts, all right? And that means we think about how other people are feeling and about how the things that we do might make somebody feel sad. Okay, now this story is all about a rhino. And this rhino has not got very kind words, because this rhino needs to learn to be polite. Okay? Now if you're polite, it means you say kind things like please and thank you. So you see why rhino's a little bit rude. Let's have a look at our story. Rhino was rude. He didn't mean to be rude at all. Sometimes he was in such a hurry that he forgot to be polite. One day, he pushed past Giraffe in the corridor without even thinking. He forgot to say, "Excuse me." Giraffe tripped up, but Rhino was in such a hurry that he didn't stop to help him, and he didn't even say sorry. Oh dear, poor Giraffe must be feeling very sad. On his birthday, Rhino was very excited. All his friends came to his party and all his friends gave him lots of presents. But Rhino was so excited that he forgot to thank them. Everyone thought he was ungrateful not to say thank you. Well, we know that's important, don't we? When our friends give us presents or give us nice things, we need to say thank you. And Rhino didn't. He was in such a rush he forgot. Dear, he's not behaving very well. Lunchtimes were the worst of all. Rhino was always very hungry for his lunch, and sometimes he pushed in front of his friends. And when Mrs. Croc asked him what he wanted to eat, he just pointed and said, "Pie." He completely forgot to say, "Please." Mrs. Croc thought he was very rude. Dear, that is very rude, isn't it? We always remember to say please when we ask for something. Dear, this isn't very nice. Rhino always forgot to eat with his mouth closed. He loved talking to his friends at lunchtime, but he forgot to finish his mouthful first. Oh dear, look what he's doing. He's talking with all of his peas in his mouth. Poor Lion's having to hide behind his dinner tray. Not very good manners. But worst of all, he thought it was a good joke to burp loudly at the table. He thought everybody would laugh and think he was funny, but no one thought he was funny at all. They thought he was rude. Look at Rhino, he's a burp. It's not nice, is it? Do you look at his friends now? They don't think he's being funny. What a rude thing to do. On Monday, Lion invited all of his friends to tea on Friday after school, but Lion didn't invite Rhino. Rhino was feeling upset. He didn't like being left out, so Rhino asked Lion why he hadn't been invited to tea. Lion said that Rhino didn't always have nice manners. He said his mum would not like it if Rhino forgot to say please and thank you, and if he burped loudly. I wonder what Rhino could do. I wonder what Rhino could do to make Lion think he was polite. Rhino was sad. He told his friends he was sorry and that he was not polite. He said that he wished he remembered to have good manners all the time. He asked his friends to help him. They said it was important to practice good manners every day. They said it was important to think about others and to be polite. Rhino said he would try really hard. Let's see if he remembers. The next day, Rhino tried really hard to be polite. When he wanted to get past Hippo in the playground, he didn't push past him. Instead, he politely said, "Excuse me." Oh, look, Hippo's super smiley. Rhino held the door open for Miss Bird. Miss Bird thanked him. She said he had very nice manners. Rhino was very pleased. He was doing well, isn't he, remembering his manners? At lunchtime, Rhino asked Mrs. Croc politely for some pie. He remembered to say, please and thank you. He remembered to eat with his mouth closed, and he didn't burp at all, not once. Everyone thought Rhino was being very polite. On Friday, Lion had a special surprise for Rhino. He asked him to come to tea after school with all the others. Rhino was very excited. He promised that he would remember his manners. So now Rhino's feeling really excited and proud of himself, because he'd remembered all week to say please, to say thank you, and to not push past people or be rude. Lion's mum had made a wonderful tea. Although Rhino was hungry, he remembered to say please and thank you. He remembered to eat with his mouth closed, and he didn't talk with his mouth full. Everyone thought he had very nice manners. Soon it was time to go home. Rhino remembered to thank Lion's mum for having him for tea without anyone reminding him. Rhino told Lion it was much nicer to be polite and to have good manners than to be rude. That's the end of our story. So see if you can try when you're at home, when Mummy and Daddy give you your dinner, see if you can remember to say thank you. If you ask them for something, remember to say please. Try your hardest to remember your manners and remember your kind words. All right, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.